My journey to NorthStar was a little bit of a happy accident. So one of our associate deans had some connections up here. I'm not very familiar with New Jersey, and he said, don't worry, it's worth it. And so he sent me up here for my interview, and I'm really glad he did, because it's the best place that I could imagine working.
Awesome hospital. Read about it, kind of was intrigued by the hospital design of the year 2012, hospital of the year 2013. Just kind of reading up on it and following it, and kind of getting good referrals and good reviews here. It's really like that everybody actually works together for the good of the pet. It's kind of the bottom line. So whatever's best for the animal is what everyone's mantra is, basically. So there's no selfishness, no egos, everything just working together to make pet owners and pets very happy.
Everybody is extremely friendly, outgoing, and seems to be a very collaborative effort here. That's something that I'd like to be a part of.
NorthStar is an amazing facility because of all the specialists here. I can take a ferret with, I'm hearing a heart murmur on exam, I can take that ferret down to cardiology and say, hey, I'm worried about the heart. I can talk with our radiologist and say, hey, I'm seeing some strange things on x-ray. What do you think of this? I can go down the hall and talk with oncology and say, we've diagnosed cancer. What do we do in dogs and cats for this? Because a lot of cancer patients that are exotics, we actually don't have protocols for them. And so working with all of these specialists, not only finding the best in what they are specialized in, but for me to be able to pull from that and then kind of us coming together and making the best treatment plan for that patient. So it's invaluable. This NorthStar is a great resource for an exotic veterinarian, and I'm just so thankful to be here.
In the critical care department, what we're doing is we're actually taking care of those same patients and helping out all the other services in the hospital. For instance, if the surgical department has a really complicated anesthetic case that they need to focus on their surgery, we're going to help them with the anesthesia, whether it be the protocol or in the operating suite, helping with that. If internal medicine has a very complicated case that has a lot of different things going on that need more attention and need more surveillance, they oftentimes will have us monitor their cases as well. So the critical care service is sort of the catch-all to help all the other departments and help take care of the sickest of the sick animals. My favorite thing here is not only the volume of patients that we see, but the camaraderie between the different departments and how well we all work together. It's an awesome place to be. From the front desk to the back, we all get along very well, and it's a nice cohesive team. Even with bad days, you're still helping patients and you're helping their families. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how busy we are or how crazy the cases are or crazy the day is, you feel great at the end of the day knowing that you're helping people and you're helping maintain pets' quality of life, which to me is the most important thing we can do.
We're all a cohesive group, which is really wonderful because you can always get optimum care at any time. It's a beautiful environment to work in. We have everything at our disposal, and it's definitely gold standard medicine. It always keeps things fresh. You never know what you're going to see. The team environment, I love my coworkers. I actually really like people in general, so I like communicating with the public and sometimes getting people through some hard times.
So I love working here at NorthStar. I think it's a great environment for me to continue to gain experience. I get to work with the other specialists, so if there's a particular surgery I don't feel comfortable with, I can work with the surgeon on that. I have radiology to corroborate my findings with, so it's really awesome. I just get to go down the hall and ask opinions of other brilliant people.
I've spent the past 8 years doing behavior house calls, but I really wanted to be at a practice with multiple specialties and be able to collaborate. I was especially drawn to NorthStar by the exotics department because I actually went to vet school thinking I was going to be a bird doctor. So I wanted to be somewhere where I could be doing avian and exotics behavior as well as dogs and cats.
I was looking to come back home to family, so kind of in the area, and I looked up NorthStar and I found them. I came here to visit and I just fell in love with the place, and I knew right away that it was the place I wanted to go. Even my husband knew right away that this is where I was going to be. So not only in the specialty of internal medicine, but also throughout the hospital. We work really well as a team, and I don't have any problem going to other services and asking them for help or vice versa. And I think, it really gives the patients good care.
NorthStar also had a lot of things that I found really attractive. It's a large hospital, it has a lot of specialty, a lot of their standard of care was what I was looking for, and so I kind of felt that I'd be able to be supported and do the kind of medicine that I wanted to do here. The great number of specialties that we have allows us to work really well together, and we round together every morning and evening, so we really collaborate a lot to really give different input on patients, everything from internal medicine to dentistry. We all kind of work together and collaborate well.
I started looking for jobs after I passed the boards and wound up in New Jersey because I'm originally from Connecticut and wanted to be back on the East Coast. I really like the patient interaction at NorthStar. A lot of radiologists have the ability now to work from home exclusively, doing telemedicine, which is really becoming really popular. But being in clinical practice, specifically in a big specialty hospital like this, was really important to me. I get to see the patients, I get to be hands-on. I really enjoy the other doctors and the technicians, and that's what I really like about it here. The quality of medicine is great, and the staff is great.
What led me to NorthStar was I have family in the area, and I wanted to get back into northern Jersey, which is where I grew up, and I was looking for a progressive private practice that had an academic feel to it, and I found a really great home here at NorthStar. The patient care and the expertise of the doctors here is on par with any academic university I've ever been at, and I think that that's wonderful because I know when an animal comes here, they can get the well-rounded, specialized care of every specialty needed, and that's really an amazing thing to find in a private practice.
I always wanted to do emergency work, and I wanted to work at a really big specialty and referral practice, and there aren't that many of them, so I was lucky enough to land here. I find that the animals are kind of similar wherever you go, but my favorite thing here is my coworkers. We have like an amazing cohort of emergency doctors that are all really lively. They all keep a good sense of humor, and especially in emergency medicine, as you can imagine, it can be really difficult and emotionally draining because you have a lot of really sick animals, a lot of which are dying or being euthanized, and I think having a good group of people around you that can keep a sense of humor really helps from getting burnt out, and it makes this job a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. I mean, obviously a lot of us get into this because we like animals, right? That's kind of a given, but it's actually a really kind of people job, and so I think that a big reason why I like it is that I'm a people person, not just an animal person, and I think that that's really important because a lot of your job is, advocating for the animal, but you're also really have to work with clients to help them through some of these really emotional decisions and, kind of work that out with them. So it helps to be a people person and not just an animal person.